Excel basics. This is learning by doing. By the end of this video, you will know Excel screen. You will be able to create a new worksheet, use fill, format your worksheet for appearance, and print your worksheet. Let's start. This is today's example. You will create a sign-up sheet which has like the student name, the class dates, and the week number, and some other information. If you are using Excel for the first time, this is how Excel screen look like. Here you have a title bar, the name of your Excel book, and you can here, for example, add quick access. You can add quick access. This is your ribbon, which has the options that you will learn as you learn Excel. This is the formula part. This is like here, this line, and this is the work area. So let me show you an example. So in the work area, I could write like 4, and then I could write here 6, and then I could write here, you put equal sign 4 plus 6. You can see this is already appearing in the formula bar. So that's the formula that I created. So I get that. Let me say like 4 multiplied by 6, you get like 24. Okay, so the formula bar, this shows you the value, this shows you the formula behind this value. Then the sheet table, so here this is the sheet that you have. Now I will create a new sheet. To create a new sheet, you click here, then you click here, you can like rename it, and I will call it, for example, 2023 Engineering 101 exercise 1, for example. So now I have like a new sheet. And finally, this is a status bar. So that's here, like you can, for example, like zoom in or zoom out. So in the status bar, for example, if I clicked all these cells, it can tell me something. It counts, the count is 4, like see here I have 4 active cell. Their sum is 44, for example, their average is 11, so it gives you some status. Okay, this is called a cell. So this is an empty cell, this is a cell that has some value or formula. Okay. This is, for example, like this cell is in row number 1 and column A. So this cell is like A1. This cell would be like B2. Okay, so let's do our example. So our example here, we need like to have a student name. So let's here write like this student, and then I will get just generate random student names. So this website will like generate like random student names for you. Let's say like generate like 30 of them. You can copy this random names that you generated, and you can paste them here. So for pasting, you can say like Control V, okay? Or you can come here and you know, match destination. You can have like different pasting options, so you can keep source formatting or match destination formatting. Let's do it with like keep source formatting, and then now see I'm like, and if I want to match destination formatting, like after pasting it, I can here like this painter. So painter will take whatever format is here and will paint it there. So like if I click here, so you see I match the destination formatting. So like I take this, for example, and then I paint it to all these lists here, like the 30 student name. Now I match it like the destination formatting. So this painter is like a very useful option. Like now you see, if I put like something, let's say, so that's the student name, let's make it bold to make this as like as a header. If I put like a value here, let's say like ABC, okay, that will hide the student name. I'm not going to be able to see it too. So to be able to see this, you can just like increase the width of this one. Okay. So that's increase. If you want to fit the width to the exact number, to the exact side of the values that you have here, you can just stop here and double click. So if I double click, that will fit to the size. Okay, so now I have like the student names. What do I want to do next? I want to put some dates. So this class is 2 times a week. And then it repeats every week. So it's like, and then it repeats every week. So let me show you an option like the filling option. So that's the second learning objective. What you will learn now is like you learned how to create the worksheet. Now you will use like the fill option. So the fill option basically, let me show you an example. Like if I put like 2 here and I put 4 here, if I selected these two and like drag down, Excel will learn this pattern and fill it for me. So it will put like 6 here, 8, 10, 12, 14. Similarly, I can put even like a text like week 1, for example, like week 2. Then Excel will like fill it for me. So I don't have to keep typing like week 3, week 4. Okay. For dates, okay, let me also, this is like a general, so this is like, you know, week 1, that's a string, like a text. So if I want to know like format cell, I can learn here something about like, this is general, I can make it like a date, I can make it a text, I can make it a number, but here it's general and Excel can understand this. So let me put dates, because remember we need to put some dates here. So let's say like January 10, and then so that's like January 10. So like if I put in the, that's how it appears here, January 10. If I put in the formula bar, it will be like January 10, 2023. And then let's put like January 12, January. Okay, so these are like for the first week, we have a class on Thursday and Wednesday, January 10 and January 12. Now, for the next week, what I can do, this is like, you go to January 10 and then you add 7, like 7 days. So, and then you will get like January 17, for example. If I drag this, then it will fill this, like so. So here I'm using the fill option. So like I'm filling this. So what it will do, it will like take this value here and add 7 to it. Okay. Now what I want to do, I want to, so that's like week 1, that's like week 2, I want to fill it for all the semesters. So I will come here and then let's fill it and see if it will work. So now here, so I fill this one. So basically this one is this 1 plus 7. This one will be exactly as I expected it to be. It will be like D1, like this is like D1 plus 7. And this one will be this E1 plus 7, and so on and so forth. So I can do this, I can continue to fill this until like the end of the semester. You need to maybe make it so the semester ends at May 2nd, for example. Okay, so that's like May 2nd. And remember, like these things are like wide, like I could make them narrower. So if I just double click this, it will make it narrower, and I don't have to do it one by one. So I can select all of them and then like make it narrower. Okay. What else do I need to add? I need to add a week here. So so now I will be inserting a new row. So you click here, you click insert, you have like a new row. So these two classes will be week 1. So here's just like week 1. These two classes will be like, so you see these two classes are weak ones. What, and here I have like 2 cells. And so what I can do the option like merge. So I can just merge these cells. So like I have like here, B and C are now merged. And then for like this row. And then like I can make like, let's see if I drag this, will it, yeah, so if I'm dragging this, it will auto fill this as like week 2 and it will automatically do the merging. So if I click this until like the end of the semester, I should be getting 16 weeks. That's like the semester is 16 weeks and that would be the exam date. So I can also merge this student to in order, so like I'm merging these 2 cells here, and then if I want to make it look a little nicer, I can do this alignment here. So this is like middle alignment, top alignment, or and so on. I can, this is like, as this is my header, maybe for the week, I will like make it bold, and this is the exam here, so that would be the exam, for example. Okay. What else do I need to do? Okay, I need to add some like course information here. So again, how to do this? The same way we did it. Like you come here, like you insert. So here I'm inserting. Insert, like if you want to insert more than one, you can select here and like insert, that will like insert 2 of them. I can insert another 2 of them, and then I can write here whatever I need to type. So I can just copy it and paste it from here. So copy and paste this from here. Doesn't look nice, maybe I just put some additional column here. Okay. Well, here there are like serial, like I'm numbering the student. So how to do this? You just insert something here. I mean, I can merge these 2 cells, put this one here, align it to the middle, and then how can I do this? Like you write 1, you write 2, and then you do the fill. So it will fill them for you. I should have like 31 students. I don't know where I got that extra student from. It should be only 30 students because we only generated 30 of them, but okay. You see, because it has like a random name here. Okay, so you delete this one, you delete this here, you come here like you do 1, 2, and then you see here, like, because that is already, like, I have already something here. If I just double click, that will automatically fill them for me, instead of dragging it all the way to the end. Okay, you can test this options, and I can merge it, like maybe make this here, just to bring it to the corner. So we learned how to use the fill. Now, like, we need to do some formatting for appearances. So I need to maybe make this look a little bit nicer, to make it show that this is a heading. I would need to put the exam date with a different font color and maybe different shading here. This is the winter break. I want to, there's no signing, so I just want to make it blank. So this formatting. So how to do this formatting? So for example, if I selected all these cells and you go to this ribbon and here in the fill color, and then you can select the color that you want, like this one, for example. Okay. The exam date, so the exam will be, I think it's in February 9. So that's the first exam. You here like font color, you select that be the first exam, when else is the second one, March 23, and the final exam. So you go here, March 23, you give it color, and the final exam. I want to make it, to put some borders, so border, like not to make it blank, so that, you know, so to make a border, you can just come here. Okay, let's see where, so, so I want to make all this, like, put a border for it. So you select it like this, you come, you put like a border here. And so now you have a border. Shading, like I want to shade this, for example, same way I did before. So like you go here, you just select like whichever color you need, like make it like green, for example, here. And so I want to just give this like a different color, so that the student, you know, will know that. So these are different formatting. There is a spring break week, which is after week. This is week 9. So week 9, I can just remove this and write like spring break. And I want to be this to be white. So to make this white, like basically, if you just like remove this shading, okay, like you remove the border, for example. I mean, there are many ways to do it, and this is just one way. And then you can select white, okay. Now this will make it white, but here you need to put a border here. So maybe you just come here and like re-add this border. You come here, you re-add this border, and then here you just put the bottom border. Okay, so now I have this white cell. Another way of doing it, like a simpler way of doing it, is that you can just come here and like merge it all as one cell. Okay, and that will do it for you. Okay, so what do we have here? So we learned that this, like if I want to align this to the middle, you come here, you align it to the center, but not this one. I selected the, like when I select here, I select everything in this like column, but this one maybe I want to align it to the left. So okay. You see here, this is a little bit larger than this one. Like the size is a little bit wider. I need like to make this wider. You can either just drag it, so that will make it wider, or you can like select these cells, like you select all of them, and then you here in the row height, and then you like the row height is like 14.5. Let's make it 16, for example. Okay. If I want to make these like a little bit wider to give like space for the student here to put their initials. Now printing, how to print this? So to print this, you need to go to the view ribbon and like you go to page break preview. So here, that is how it will print this for you. That would be like, make it larger. That would be like page 1 will be up to here, page 2 will be up to here, and page 3 will be up to here. Now, let's say I want to make page 1 up till exam 1, just like up till here. Then you just click this. So that would be page 1. So that's what it will print for you. So you printing, you go to file, you go to save as, for like, or print. You can go to print, and then I will print it to PDF. That's how it would look like exactly. So like if I want to just print page number 1, so page 1 to 1, okay, and that is when I print it, that's how it will look like. You can For printing, you can also, like, if you want to do like landscape printing versus like portrait printing, depending, like, so if this table was wider, then I will do it like this way, for example. But for this case, it's okay. And then margin, you can, like, if you need more space, and scaling, fit to one page. So, oops, fit. So here, like, if you want to fit, or if you don't want to do any like scaling. Okay. So that's like printing. Or actually, if you just want to print page one, like, you can just select here, like, you just need to print page one. That might be easier. And you go to printing, like scaling, fit page one to screen. It's already fit to screen, or you can fit it to screen. And I think that's it. Like, okay, let's actually do the actual printing and see how it will look like. So, like, I'm printing it to PDF. So I save it like test, for example. Like, let's save it to the desktop. And now let me go to my desktop and open this test. Oops. Okay, so now you see this is, you can give to your student, and then they can put their initial here. Okay, that's all for today, and see you in the next lesson.